Am I the rival for looking at Invisible Woman's booty in Marvel Rivals and costing us the game? I entered goon mode and I couldn't control myself. What's up, super fans? My name is Zay and welcome back to another episode of Fandomonium, where we take a look at what kind of fandom stories the internet has to offer. Today we're diving into a couple more Reddit stories. This one's going to be all about Marvel, and as you saw from the intro, it's going to be a weird one. Without any further ado, I want to read these stories, so let's go ahead and jump in. Am I the asshole for looking at Invisible Woman's booty in Marvel Rivals and costing us the game? Invisible Woman has an absolutely insane character model in this game. Like, I don't know what the devs were cooking, but they went off. Okay, hear me out. I know this sounds bad, but I need an outside perspective. So my friends and I were playing Marvel Rivals last night. We were in a really intense match. I was playing a tank role, supposed to be holding the front line and protecting my team, but then something caught my eye. Dude, why are you writing about this like it's a meet cute? Hey, I saw you across the bar and just really liked your vibe. Naturally, curiosity got the best of me and I may have gotten a little distracted. I started following an enemy Invisible Woman around instead of actually playing the objective. I thought what it was going to be is that he was playing Invisible Woman and like move the camera up or something. This is somehow worse. The way her invisibility works, it kind of flickers. So for a split second, you see everything before she disappears again. What? Bro, come on. Just waiting for those brief moments when she would reappear. What? This needs to be like on Am I the Creep, not Am I the Asshole. I swear it wasn't on purpose. It was like my brain short-circuited. I entered goon mode and I couldn't control myself. Next thing I know, my team is yelling at me in voice chat because I completely abandoned the payload and we got steamrolled. Oh man, I hope that Invisible Woman knew and they were like taking you away from the payload on purpose. After the match, they absolutely roasted me. Good. Saying that I threw the entire game because I was too busy being down bad. You were, and you did. One friend even said, "You're the reason we can't have nice things in gaming." I tried to defend myself, saying it was just a brief lapse in focus, but they're acting like I committed a war crime. Okay, there's two things with this last sentence. One, the nice thing in gaming, you either took it way too personally because that's just like a line, like we can't have nice things, or two, you do this often? If it's the latter, and you have a habit of following around characters and looking at their butt, don't do that. So Reddit, am I the asshole for getting distracted by Invisible Woman's booty and costing us the match? Yes. Okay, so yeah, my official status on this, yes. Not an asshole for costing the match. I want to make that clear. You're an asshole because that's just weird, dude. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the comments people left. One says, "You're an asshole and you should be ashamed of yourself, you creepy fucking dork." Oh my God. Someone else said, question mark? Huh? You followed her around to see her naked and then said it wasn't on purpose? Seems like there was a very specific purpose. That's a good point. My controller has booty seeking capabilities and I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, dude, you're weird. So for this one, you're the asshole. All right, you made it through the first story. Good for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's featured fan. This week's featured fan is going to be Mr. Marshmallow Boy, who was asking what he has to do to get his characters noticed. They're noticed. Mr. Marshmallow Boy left an awesome character here on our Star Wars character video, which you should check out if you haven't already. And I'll tell you what, Marshmallow, you can expect to see this in our next Star Wars OC review video. But thank you so much for participating in the OC creations. I always love that so much. If you out there watching have an idea for a character for Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, anything, we do that here all the time and share them with each other, and it's a blast. If you want to check out those videos and share your characters, I'll put a card up here, but you can just look for If I Were In or OC review. With that said, thank you so much, Mr. Marshmallow Boy, and let's get into the next story. All right, so for this next one, we are going to be looking at, oh man, when I saw this, okay, this one, prepare to be pissed, okay? This comes from True Off My Chest, and it reads, "Got banned from r/Marvel." Okay, let me just channel the energy of a neckbeard.
The timing of this movie just reeks of Marvel getting on the woke train. I'm sorry, but entertainment being pushed like this has a history of flopping and pissing people off. Introducing a female simply because she is a female,
Oh, red flag, he said female.
turns enough people off that it should be a cause of concern from a business standpoint.
Oh, this guy's a marketing executive. Duh, we should have been listening to him.
The numbers don't lie. Third wave feminist executives shoehorn female characters in for the sake of diversity to establish franchises. The majority of fans don't like these beloved franchises getting swallowed up by identity politics, so they start participating and the cash goes down. A sad cycle.
Wow, this guy calls it how it is. We live in a society and this guy sees it. This is forced diversity, bro. I want to get through the story, but f*** off. being a man, being straight, being white is not the default being. That is someone's experience. I would place a heavy bet on the fact that it's your experience, but that doesn't mean that it's the default experience. The reason that you think that adding a woman as a main character is pushing something, or that they can't genuinely just have a character that's female, is because you think that that's not normal.
Princess Leia was a well-written, strong woman who stood up to Vader in the first movie, struggled with everyone in the second, and came back and killed Jabba, and was instrumental in destroying the shield generator for Death Star 2.0 by getting the Ewoks on board. Love them or hate them, they saved the Alliance.
Oh, this guy's an Ewok apologist, but anti-feminist. All right.
But then you have characters like Rey coming out alongside the Force's female t-shirts.
Oh my God. Okay, have you ever considered that maybe all of the merch like that was made after they got female representation in movies, where they were like, oh, hey, that's sick, we should celebrate that? Anyway, he complains about like girl power stuff, which, by the way, it's in response to the fact that they're put into a non-dominant position within like our society. Oh no, I said society. I took his word. He's gonna come for me. But yeah, dude, they're like a historically oppressed role within our society. Of course, now that we're coming out of that, we're gonna say things like, yeah, you also have power. You can do things too. Anyway, he goes on to say,
Captain Marvel, as far as it is being presented so far in the MCU, is going to be this character that just comes out of nowhere, is the strongest just because.
Okay, wait, she's strong in the comics too, dude. What?
And is going to save all our heroes, both male, female, raccoon, and tree alike, that we spent years with. And it's just coming off as lazy third wave feminism and storytelling.
Okay, we are on the other side of Endgame now. We got all the way through the Infinity Saga and she didn't do that. So will you take your point back? And then he goes on to end the post just fully taking the mask off, and he says,
does this post make me sexist? I really don't care.
Oh, Billy Badass over here.
I love, or at least have zero problems with, Lara Croft, Wonder Woman, Ripley, Faith from Mirror's Edge, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, Mantis, Nebula, Maria Hill, Pepper, and a whole bunch of other strong, well-written female characters.
So wait, do you just not like Captain Marvel? It's kind of interesting that the one Marvel character you're pissed off about is also the one that sparked like a huge debate within like the political sphere. Sounds like you might have gotten brainwashed, buddy. So that's it for the main post, but I found something even crazier in the comments where he goes on to say,
I saw the same tones with Black Panther,
where the subliminal message seemed to be, you either like this or you're racist. Bro.
He said, I liked it. It was a solid entry. I just don't get the award hype, acting like this movie is Martin Luther King 2.0 or something.
You realize that sounds racist, right? Hear me out. Most people, when they don't like a movie, don't like it because of the writing or like the acting. It's weird for you to not like a movie because someone's a woman or because they're black. Also, the line about a movie being Martin Luther King 2.0, that is like weird. Take a step back. This is strange. I'm gonna end it there for my own mental health, bro. I don't want to deal with people like this. If you feel this way, stop. And like, yeah, dude, you're the asshole. I know this wasn't on Am I the Asshole? This was on True Off My Chest, but you're still the asshole. That being said, let's end on a happy note. I found something really sweet. This is from True Off My Chest. It's funny that this came from the same place as the last guy, but this is nice. Somebody just said, I love Marvel movies so much. And they go on to say, I only saw them in the last 2 years, but it feels like home. They left such a good impact on my life. Please don't rain on my parade and try to shade or criticize. I just feel so relaxed and calm when I watch them. Like they fit right in my chest. That's so sweet. It sounds like they're your comfort movies. That's awesome. Oh, and somebody commented, what's your favorite one? And they said, so many. I love Iron Man, Thor, Loki, Guardians of the Galaxy, all the Avengers ones. Said Doctor Strange is nice too. They're into spirituality and stuff. That's cool. And then OP returned the question asking what their favorite movie is, and they said Thor Ragnarok. This is sweet. This is wholesome. This is nice. This is what fandom should be, not the other guy. And that's what we are creating here together. And if you want to be a part of creating that, make sure to hit subscribe. In doing so, you join the Superfan Society, you know, a non-toxic place for us to talk about our fandoms. It's a super cool group of super cool people, and it would be super awesome of you to join. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. Let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite Marvel movie? That's a hard question though. I would say that mine, Thor Ragnarok's up there. I actually really like the first Captain America. And of course, the Spider-Man movies are great. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll make sure to read them, and hey, you could be next week's featured fan, so make sure to leave a comment. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you all next week with another video, but until then, stay super.